Hi guys. So my question for you is, how much money do you think a guy should make per year?
Depends where they live. I mean, if I'm like dating them, it'd be nice if they were at least making 100,000.
I have no clue.
Like $1 million, $2 million?
Okay. We're at ASU, you know, so you're not going to find him here.
Like fully like adult,
Someone that you would consider wanting to be with the rest of your life.
300K.
3 figures.
Okay. So why is that?
Just because, like, that's a stable income, I'd say.
100, like 500 grand? Is that a lot?
No, that's 500 is
Like normal?
on a good day, yeah. I mean, it depends.
Okay.
A lot. We're expensive.
Yeah. Millions.
Mills, shit. Okay.
6 figures, no matter what the situation is.
We have an expensive lifestyle.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally understand. We got to get good skincare routine, you know, the whole 9 yards.
100,000.
120K.
80K and like maybe like 120.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say like 80 to 150. Over 100K. Once you get to a certain age, like, I don't know, I'm also kind of like a gold digger, so.
What is the lowest you would go, though?
500,000.
I could have a nice like settled life with like a 200,000 a year, like
Okay.
normal, great, yeah.
What's the lowest, though, that you would go for?
I don't think money is that big. Maybe like a.
It has to be. You just said 1 or 2 mil. Would you be down for 80?
Yeah, 80, 60. That'd be fine.
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough.
$500,000.
I'm sticking with 100,000. He's gotta,
Yeah. I would agree 100,000 preferably.
I mean, do you care about how he would make his money, like real estate job versus, you know, a male stripper?
I don't think so. Money's money. I guess I would, yeah.
So if he was like just railing chicks on OnlyFans?
You build up a man. So if you've seen a man, right, and he's like all your type, fits everything, he just doesn't make great money, doesn't have certain things, but you know he's ambitious, you know he's a good man, would you build him up? So that means you take care of him in all aspects, help him with certain things, and build him up. Women don't do that. You know that? Back then, a lot of women did. Women want the finish line.
What
yes
is
or no?
building up a man?
So like, okay, you can either choose a man who's 6-figure earner or a man who's just an average man. Like say he's a mechanic or Subway or something. But all the qualities you ever wanted besides the job portion, that's building up a man. So if he says, babe, I'm into being a barber, would you go and buy his clippers? Go and buy his stuff, buy the first studio, build up a man just like a man would build you up.
Where is this man building the woman up? Where should they be built?
Men build women up all the time.
Okay.
Men will give us money, men will do our nails, do all these things for you. You ask a man, a good man, hey babe, help me with my business, he's gonna do that. You tell a man, oh babe, do this for me. Men most of the time will pay for everything. I would build up a man because I have been built up by a man.
Bro, I got so much love for her 'cause I feel like she's one of the few people that's actually authentic in this content arena. And she's logical. She makes a lot of sense. Shout out to her for keeping it real.
Type is wealthy and consistent. If you got money to spend on me and you're consistent with me, that means texting me once a day, calling me once a day, then you're my type. Call me.
I'm going to tell you exactly why, despite the fact that you might want to be with a rich man, you're actually not cut out for it. I went to lunch the other day with one of my friends who's getting married to a very wealthy guy, and she was talking about how unhappy she is in her relationship. And the primary reason is because this man works all the time, and her love language is quality time. Mind you, sis is sitting there doused in Chanel and Louis Vuitton that he bought for her. And I told her, I was like, if this is the lifestyle that you want, the Chanel, the nice house, the maids, the cars, the luxury items, then somebody has to go work for it. And you got to ask yourself, do I want a man who's sitting next to me, giving me quality time, home by 5 p.m., doesn't travel, just like up my ass the entire time? Or if I want a man who's making money, and if he's making money, he just naturally is not going to have time for you like that. Now, no way am I saying find someone who neglects you, but there's just natural things that come with this lifestyle that I had to learn myself, and I'd be lying to you if I told you it isn't a lonely life.
I could tell she's telling the truth because she got a nose job, and if she has the money to get a nose job, and she's probably around other bougie behind women who do that too, so she probably has been with rich men as well. The only thing I want to say is, dang, she still ain't satisfied. It seems like, and I ain't trying to offend no women, but it seems like y'all always complain about something. You finally got your high value man, and now you complain he ain't spending time with you. I mean, But if he wasn't making that much money, you'd be mad he ain't making much money.
Did you hear about the Iceland strike? No. Bro. So Iceland, which I would probably argue, don't ban me from Iceland, government. I'm just talking. Chill. They're going to ban me. They're going to end up saying, he's not allowed here. I'm sure it's very nice. Iceland, which I would argue, is probably going to be one of the most liberal countries in the world, I'd argue. I'd also argue that women are treated pretty fairly in Iceland, I'd argue. I mean, it's not Pakistan or something. So all the women in Iceland decide to go on a strike because they don't get paid enough. In Iceland, where I'm sure they're paid the same as men.
Thousands of women in Iceland took part in a strike to protest against gender discrimination. Shops, banks and schools across the Nordic nation were shut or opened for shorter hours as female staff stayed home. Much of the capital city centre was closed to traffic for a rally held for women taking part in the strike.
So 100,000 women went on strike, which is a third of the population of the country, for 4 whole days. And they went on this strike to prove, I think even the Prime Minister, bro, they're definitely going to ban me. The Prime Minister went on strike, herself.
Ég hyggst sjálf leggja niður störf til að sýna konum samstöðu því fullu jafnrétti enn ekki náð á Íslandi. Þó að við stöndum framalega svona í alþjóðlegum samanburði, þá erum við bara enn á þeim stað 2023 og fullu jafnrétti ekki náð. Við erum enn að takast á við kynbundinn launamun, við erum enn að takast á við kynbundið ofbeldi. Og til að sýna konum á Íslandi samstöðu, þá mun ég leggja niður störf og hef hvatt konur í mínu ráðuneyti og kvár til að gera slíkt hið sama og hvet allar konur og kvár til að gera slíkt hið sama.
So for 4 days, none of the women worked. A third of the entire country, 0% of the female workforce went to work to prove how important women were. Do you know what happened?
Tell me.
Nothing. The roads still worked. The traffic lights still worked. There was still electricity. The police still turned up. The firemen still turned up because the men do the real work. Oh, there was no HR department for 4 days. Oh, no. What are we going to do about the gender equality diversity department? Turns out that they just proved themselves wrong. Because if for 4 days all the men didn't go to work, society would crumble instantly. And it's a shame that it is the men which are so vital to society, which are the ones which are permanently demonized,